So as promised, I want to show you exactly what I do for my dog every day. And it starts with extra virgin olive oil. Let's get some of that in the pan. That should be about right. And then the next step is we get some spinach. I like to do 2 handfuls of spinach right into that olive oil in the pan. Nice big handfuls. There you go. So now we're going to turn on the stove. Make sure the flame is, the right size for the pan, obviously. And we're going to cook down this spinach. And this is what I do for my dog every single day. And we eat this too, but this is especially what Cheech gets every single day. We saute the spinach, and we're going to be making scrambled eggs with spinach. So this is the first step, is to get that spinach sauteed down, and it does not take long. You move it around, it gets warm. It doesn't take long at all. Spinach is a tender green and it wilts down very quickly. And one of the best ways to add any kind of vegetables to your meal is to figure out how to incorporate them into what you're going to eat anyway. We like scrambled eggs, and it used to be only on the weekends that we would have time to make scrambled eggs, and Cheech would always love to have his scrambled eggs on the weekend because we were doing weekend breakfast. But there was a point not too long ago that I realized not only how expensive dog food is, but the horrible ingredients that are in dog food. And I just thought to myself, every other dog that I've had, we waited until the dog got sick, and then we started cooking for the dog. And I've had 2 dogs that lived to be 13, 16, but still ended up having cancer in their later years. And they had started out on dog food. And another thing that I always realized was my dogs would wait and not eat their food the whole day. And we were buying really good name brand stuff. But they would wait, they wouldn't eat their food the whole day. And until they saw whether they were getting what we were having, then at the very end of the day, they would eat their food. And I realized after a while, I wouldn't eat that food either if I knew there was something else. And what we're doing now is actually less expensive than the dog food we were buying. We got rid of the treats, we got rid of the dog food, and we're cooking now. So next step, easy. We're going to get some eggs in there. I always use 3 eggs. I like to get cage-free organic, whatever's on sale, but I try to go for cage-free organic. So I've got the flame off, but I'm going to crack them right in there. One. Oops. Let's get that shell out of there. Uh-oh. That sometimes happens when you try to do things with one hand. Got the shell out. Okay. Let's keep going. Got the eggs in there, and one more. One more egg. I'm trying to aim for the part of the pan that has the most surface area exposed right now. Everything is going to get scrambled, but I would like it to touch the hottest part of the pan, not just the spinach. All right, walk over here to the trash. Get cleaned up. It's one hand washing for the camera here. What happens when you have one hand washing the other? Well, that's Congress. Anyway, back to the story. So now we're going to have the flame back on. And this does not take long at all. That's why I want to show you the whole process, start to finish. We're at the 5-minute mark. We just turn the flame back on. This is going to go really quickly now. So I'm stirring the eggs together with the spinach. Stir, stir, stir. And I tell you, Cheech loves this. This is his breakfast every day. It's also my breakfast sometimes. If I don't want to have fruit necessarily and I want more protein, I'll do it for me too. So I'll make a batch for him and then make a batch for me. But basically, we're just looking for everything to come together, nothing to be wet anymore. Has to be thoroughly cooked. So nothing wet. But see how quickly the heat of the spinach and the heat of the pan coming back. And it really doesn't take long at all. I can flip it over a little bit. Make sure everything's making contact with the pan. And if I really want to be sure that everything's getting cooked thoroughly, I can go grab a lid. And there we are. Give that a second. So we're going to let it cook with the lid on for a second. Almost done. You can hear that steam. And I'm going to take that off. And that's looking good. You hear the sizzle. You can tell based on that sizzle that most of the moisture is out now. And that's really what you're looking for, to know that it's really cooked. It just shouldn't look wet. Okay, and that's it. So I'm going to cut the flame. And if you still think that this is for me, watch this. Here's my plate. We don't even use dog bowls anymore except for the water, because he eats just like us. And here we go. Flame is off. We're going to slide this out. Walk it right over here. Cheech, your eggs are ready. Okay. So that's it. Cheech. Well, he'll come in a minute. But that's it. The eggs are ready. That's all it took. 8 minutes later. God bless you guys. I hope you have a great day. Start cooking for your dog. Figure out what your dog likes. But scrambled eggs and spinach is a great place to start with olive oil. And the olive oil is great for their coat and their skin and their joints. And another reason why you should be eating this way too. Love you guys. God bless. Bye.